Hey, how you guys doing out there? This is Bezzy Blue, and this is Re-Hyping Sports Vlog. So if you already heard part 1 to this video, Freddie Roach and Manny Pacquiao, the deception, you already know where I'm going with this. So me continuing on, I want to bring up the topic of Manny Pacquiao fighting fighters coming off of losses. Because a lot of people out there saying that he fought the harder fights than Mayweather. He fought harder fights than Mayweather. But they just say it and they don't come up with no factual stuff about it. They just say it and get away with an opinion. See, I'm going to deal with facts today. When Manny Pacquiao fought Margarito, he was coming off a loss. When he fought Joshua Clottey, he was coming off a loss. When he fought Shane Mosley, he was coming off a loss. When he fought Ricky Hatton, he was coming off of a loss. When he fought Miguel Cotto, we all know, he was coming off of a loss. When he fought Oscar De La Hoya, let's guess, he was coming off of a loss. This is funny how people are saying that he fought the harder fights. Alright, let's get these two out the way. Mayweather did not fight Margarito, and Mayweather did not fight Joshua Clottey. I know what you're going to say. Oh, he ducked Margarito. And I think Margarito was down with Top Rank. And I believe Joshua Clottey is down with Top Rank. Okay then. So let's get that two out the way. Now let's get to Shane Mosley. You already heard in the last video, they were scared to fight Shane Mosley at 147. They said no. He said, why not? You fought Oscar at 147. No, I can't. No, you're not going to fight him. Why? Because you're better than Oscar. Go listen to part 1. You can hear Freddie Roach saying out of his own mouth. So you don't call me a liar, because I'm dealing with facts here. Manny Pacquiao went and fought Ricky Hatton, right? Ricky Hatton at 140, right? Mayweather fought Ricky Hatton at 147 and stopped him when he was undefeated. Manny Pacquiao goes up. After that fight, Mayweather retired for a year and a half. So Manny Pacquiao was up next, and guess what? He didn't want to fight him at 147. No. I'm fighting him at 140. And they claimed to sell that fight. They say, oh, Ricky Hatton never lost at 140. He only had one loss on his record at 147 to Mayweather. So, of course, he didn't lose at 140. So that was the whole thing. Oh, he never lost at 140. Then they're going to fight Miguel Cotto after we know what happened in, what was that? In November 14, 2009? When Cotto lost to Margarito in Madison Square Garden. When Margarito alleged to have them loaded gloves. And fucked Cotto up, had him nailing. I'm about to say no mas. The bloody face Cotto. Yeah. He went and fought him, knowing he wasn't going to be the same. And then had the nerve to drain him. Freddie Roach drained him to 144. You know what? Cotto should have never took that fight at 144. He should have fought the guy at his natural weight, because Cotto brings a lot to the table. He has a lot of Puerto Rican fans that was stupid on his behalf. I want to know who was advising him then, because I would have made it a 147 or no fight, period. Who else would Pacquiao would have fought at that time? So he should have used his leverage. He signed the papers, so he's an idiot. See, when he fought Mayweather now, Mayweather fought Cotto. Mayweather had all the same to fight. He said, I'm going to fight Cotto at 154 at his natural weight. I want him to feel comfortable. This came out of Mayweather's mouth. You can go back to the video and he's saying it. You know? I'm not coming up with shit just to say it. This is what the man said. They signed to fight for 154 because he wanted him to be the best Miguel Cotto, so there could be nothing else said about it. You know? Because at that time, Manny Pacquiao was fighting all Mayweather leftovers. So he proved the point by fighting Miguel Cotto at his natural weight. But there's going to be some people pressing that hate button so hard right now. You know? The funny thing is, how can you say Manny Pacquiao fought the harder fights than Mayweather? I want to see what evidence can you bring up. Because he fought Shane Mosley, he was trying to campaign to fight Shane Mosley at a disadvantage. He only fought Shane Mosley after Mayweather destroyed him. That was Mayweather's second fight coming back off his retirement. He fought Marquez and destroyed Marquez. Destroyed him. He came back from a year and a half layoff to fight Marquez 147 and fucked Marquez up. Even dropped him in the 3rd round, I believe. Then Shane Mosley came in the ring after that fight and was telling Mayweather he's ducking and dodging, fighting him, you fighting bums. Guess what? My man signed them papers right away after that fight. Guess what? Fuck Shane Mosley up. At the same time, Freddie Roach, in interviews, saying who Mayweather's going to fight next. He has nobody. He's a cherry picker. Who's going to fight next? Who's going to fight? Paulie Malignaggi? Mayweather never fought no Paulie Malignaggi. This is just hilarious that this is the type of shit they were saying. They saying he was not going to fight Shane Mosley. Who's going to fight? Paulie Malignaggi? And guess what he did? He fought Shane Mosley and outclassed Shane Mosley. When Shane Mosley just came off his biggest win against Margarito of late. That was his biggest win of that time over Margarito, and he was known as the welterweight champion at that time. He was actually the mandatory to fight Mayweather, and Mayweather outclassed him. Yes, in the second range, Shane Mosley buckled him. Excellent. It was good. He sustained that, and he fucked him up. So what you guys gonna say? What are you gonna say? This shit is stupid now. This shit is becoming an opinion. That niggas like T Street say that. T Street is saying that Manny Pacquiao fought harder fights, and the guy Be Real saying the same thing, that they believe Manny Pacquiao fought the harder fights. That's an opinion, because I'm dealing with facts here. If you're just saying it with nothing to back it up. I can look at the paperwork and see Mayweather fought harder fights. The guy is 47-0. Who did he duck? Who? What you guys gonna say? Paul Williams? Mayweather never fought Paul Williams. Last time I checked, Manny Pacquiao didn't fight Paul Williams either. And there's nothing to duck. Mayweather should have fought Paul Williams, but it didn't make sense at the time. If Paul Williams was still able to fight now, I'm sure that fight would have been made. But Paul Williams at the time was ranked like number 10. And Mayweather was ranked at the time number 1. Matter of fact, number 2. Like, why would he fight the bottom 10 guy? It doesn't make sense. You got to stay in the top 5 and fight those guys. Paul Williams wasn't even classed. He wasn't even in the same class as Mayweather at the time. But you guys gonna say he ducked him. It's stupid shit like that that pisses me off. Like, why would he duck him? He would have been the easier opponent. If he was ranked number 9 at the time, he'd have been a much easier opponent. Come on, this shit don't make sense. It's just dumb. Ah, man. But I'm not even going to go further into this because it's like stupid. It's like the dumbest thing ever. Pacquiao fought the harder fights because he fought Joshua Clottey, a guy that doesn't even throw punches. He's a fucking punching bag. And Clottey even went back to Africa and said that he threw the fight, that he was Manny Pacquiao was supposed to win. Then we didn't see him for like a year or 2. Then Bob Arum just made him resurface. We didn't see him for like a year or 2. We didn't see him for like 3 years. Then he just resurfaced. He went to Africa and made a statement. It's on YouTube that he was supposed to lose that fight. Like Pacquiao was supposed to use his steroids. Man, you guys are so crazy out there. He fought the tougher fights. I mean, all of his notable fights were the same, were fights that he fought the same guy that Mayweather fought, and Mayweather beat them first, and then he went behind and beat them at a disadvantage over lower weight. What's your excuses now? What's your excuse gonna be? I know you're not gonna say he fought the harder fight because he fought Margarito. Margarito was a bum without them loaded gloves. He can't do shit. He can't do shit. We saw what happened to him in the Miguel Cotto rematch. You see, it was all in the gloves. It was all in the gloves. Ah, man. But I'm out. It's Bezzy Blue. I'm signing off. Peace out, man. Y'all please subscribe and have a wonderful